Hi everyone, welcome to this reading. I have my crystal ball off to the side, so I will be scrying throughout this message. If you're new to my channel, my readings are a little different. If you're turning, welcome back. You know how we do if it doesn't resonate with you. If you're forcing the story to fit, arguing with it in any way, just leave it behind for the people who it's meant for. So let's go ahead and let's begin. Taking a step aside. And allowing spirit to pass through me. Opening up to receive information. Okay. Ooh, this is a little bit of a different angle than the readings usually take. It's a different feeling. I feel like I'm speaking to somebody who is extremely empathic. Empathic. So difference between empathetic and empathic, we're going to define the difference here. Empathic is somebody who picks up energy psychically. So for example, a person can be in another state, and if they're like really sad, you still feel it. Whereas an empathetic person, they feel what someone's telling them, right? Oh, I understand that you're going through this, so I feel for you. And I share in that feeling, right? It's not that. This is empathic. So someone who's empathic, there's something here going on with the ears. It's almost like somebody's hearing is starting to open up, or they're starting to learn that hearing doesn't necessarily mean with the ears all the time, right? It manifests differently for everybody. Sometimes hearing means in your imagination, and there's just a difference between your imagination and actual hearing, which is usually the pressure that you feel inside your head for a lot of people. And there's something going on here with the hearing. For some of you, it may even be a hearing issue. I will say that because I'm having ringing in my ears as I'm talking about this, so it may be something that's going on there in that space. Maybe your sign is ringing in the ears. Just know that it's for a person who's empathic, who there's something going on with the ears. Okay, what's going on here? Okay, I'm feeling here with the King of Pentacles, it's like something's trying to be manifest. So there's some sort of information that's trying to be manifest. There's something here about urgency and guidance, okay? And there's a particular spirit that has passed on that's trying with urgency to deliver some sort of guidance, and they're saying over and over, like, tell them I love them, tell them I love them. So there's something here about guiding you through that empathetic link that the spirit is trying to do. So for some of you, you have a passed on loved one. We had a passed on loved one message last week. There's a passed on loved one, or somebody that you knew at the very least, who genuinely had very kind feelings towards you, or who loved you a great deal. And they seem to be using the empathic function that you have in order to guide you towards certain things. This is interesting because that means that there's a level of emotional control, like emotional influence. And I know when we hear control and influence, we always think it's a negative thing, but it's not. There seems to be something here that this particular spirit is trying to help you with. And that's the way that they're doing it. They would prefer to be heard, is how I'm hearing it. But they're trying to make something happen in the 3D. Okay. It's almost like they're kind of symbolizing themselves here with this black cat behind the night. Like, hey buddy, go this way. Hey buddy, you know, this might be better for you. It's like they're trying to help somebody through something that they can't see. Okay. And for some of you, this is about how to lay solid foundations and have good connections. Okay, the Four of Imps, he's the explorer that goes to the other shore through the Three of Wands, and he lands there. And in the Four of Wands, it's basically like setting up base camp, and they're celebrating the first night. And you can see how this little cat is like slinking through all the cards, and I'm kind of feeling like I'm going to be reading the cat in this. There's something here about wanting to see you have a family for some of you, or wanting to see you in a solid either social structure or relationship. Like whoever this is, it seems like they're very worried about somebody being isolated. They're very worried about somebody being alone. It's almost this feeling of not because being alone or isolated is a bad thing, but because they want you to have people and to be happy. They want you to be happy with people. There's something about the love for people that this individual maybe had a hard lesson in learning. Maybe they had to learn that on the other side, like I have to learn how to love again. They may have had a very closed off heart space in this lifetime. And there's something here coming through about an architect as well. So I'm just going to put that out there. I don't know in what position that needs to be, if it's like their occupation or if there's something else going on, but it's almost like this person, it's almost like this person is being charged with being an architect in your life. So it's not that they're here to save you. It's not that they're coming through trying to like control things. It's that they're trying to help you achieve your highest. Okay, so this spirit then is has almost been appointed as guide. Okay, I do feel for a lot of you this is an ancestor. So it might be a mother or father that passed on, maybe a grandmother or a grandfather. Okay, possibly aunt and uncle, but I'm leaning more towards like direct line. Here we have the Tower. So whoever this is, it feels like they passed quite suddenly. Whether it was, like in a really bad car accident, it was really sudden, or if it was like, for example, getting a diagnosis and then being gone like 2 weeks later, it happened very quickly. There wasn't time to mentally prepare or emotionally prepare on either end. And I feel that whoever this message is for, they kind of want you to know that when they passed, they were ready. They, even though it happened suddenly, it's like they were ready. They were in a place in their life where they, they had what they felt was a full life. Maybe on the outside, it doesn't look like a good life. Maybe they always acted like they weren't happy with it, but they were ready. And so even though it was sudden, it's almost like they want you to focus on you and for you to focus on your grief process and not focus on theirs. Okay. I'm here, I'm fine. It's kind of like that type of energy that's coming through. Okay. Yeah. Notice that we have the King of Pumpkins being the 3D, right? Our material world and movement on the material world. And then we have the Knight of Ghosts. The Knights are messengers. So the Spirit's acting as a messenger right now inside your life. And here, this is inside the emotions. Again, going back to that sense that they're using somebody's empathic faculty to try to give the messages. This is why it was linked to the ears in the very beginning. They would rather you learn how to hear than using your emotions. But some of you may be flirting with that faculty right now. So that is really good. Okay, here we go. We have the Page of Imps. This is really trying to help you build your life. For some of you, you may feel that you've never had your life begin. And so this is the beginning of life for somebody. It's like, now together with me by your side, I'm going to lead you. And I'm seeing this as someone's shadow quality that's almost trying to hold them back. You may realize now, if this has been going on for a little while, you may realize now that there were things inside of your own structures, your own patterns, your own, I heard patterning, that were really sabotaging you from being able to build your own life. And this is what the Spirit is trying to help you with. This feels a little bit like, and you can even see the salamanders on their tunic. It's like the salamanders are going round and round. There may have been lots of cycles inside of your life that seemed like cycles that you weren't able to get out of. And the Spirit has been gently saying, hey, let's go this way. How about we try it this way? There's something definitely better for you that they wanted than, and I feel, okay, so this is tying back to the ancestors, than the ancestral patterns, okay? So whatever the cycle was going round and round, if you were to look at your own, because I do feel that for many of you, this is ancestors, I'm going to say this, if you were to look back at your own ancestors, you might see that same sort of pattern. Maybe the pattern was fueled by, for example, the types of love that you were exposed to when you were younger, or the lack of money that you were exposed to when you were younger, or the way that this particular spirit, when they were in your life as a person, how they used to think about those things, right? So there's something that they feel almost responsible for helping you with. Okay, interesting. Yeah, definitely like a sense of being burdened. They see that you feel burdened by things and they're trying to help you with that burden. Somebody here has a lot on their plate. It's like there's a lot of people that want your time, your attention, they want your help. And this particular person is basically trying to say, like, this isn't your responsibility. So there's I don't think this is a lesson that has been learned yet for whoever this message is for. Maybe you learned it to a certain degree, but there's a little bit more to learn about how to kind of release other people's responsibilities. Maybe you always felt that you had to be responsible for this particular person, and so that's why they're trying to help you with this. It's like one of the ways that we feel responsible for people that I think even when a person starts having healthy boundaries, one of the ways that kind of escapes their attention is how much they worry, right? They worry about other people. Like maybe they worry about their parents, or they worry about, you know, their siblings, or they worry about all these things. And remember that inside of life, we're in roles, right? Our soul has chosen to adopt a role. If you're the child, you don't need to worry about the parent. If that doesn't mean you don't need to help them and all those things, you know, when they get old and all that. It's just that you don't necessarily have to adopt the role of parent for your parents. And it's important as adults that we stop doing things like that for our own energy system and for our own well-being. And that's kind of what this cat is saying to me, is that, hey, like, you don't have to be the one to carry all the responsibilities all the time. This person feels responsible for this in some way, okay? And here we have the Two of Bats. They feel that this function, this having cultivated that within you, is one of the things that has blocked you from living your life. Okay, so this is why they feel responsible for it, and they're trying to help you through this block in order to get you to be able to start living and able to be able to start like providing for your own stability, providing for your own happiness. Okay, yeah, self-sabotage mechanism again here. One of the reasons why this seems to be the case is you may find that you were a person, maybe you still are, who was always trying to do things to keep things safe, right? So I have to bounce back between mom and dad and make sure everybody's feeling okay, or I have to do these extra things to make sure everyone's comfortable. It's like doing things to make everybody feel safe and comfortable. This is one of the energies that this particular spirit is trying to help you with, because I don't think that when we're in this energy, we really realize how damaging it is, because so much of your energy is going to other people that you don't have the psychic energy to place on yourself and to have the motivation or the drive to work on your own life. It's like this right here is an energy that the spirit's trying to help you move away from, okay? They want to help you move away from this and into this. Let's see. Okay, there we go. Two of Cups. For some of you, what I'm going to say about this is that again, it goes back to people. There's something about connection with people that's very important for this spirit to help you with. But in order for you to have healthy connections with people, this energy has to be eliminated. The energy where, okay, now I know people, now I have to take responsibility for them, right? We have to get that out of our story in order for healthy connections to exist inside of our life. Otherwise, we're going to keep encountering people and we're going to train people. Some of the people aren't going to naturally be this way, but we train them into it. They're going to be people that take from us, because we're always being a presence that is constantly generating giving, right? So the spirit's trying to help you have healthier relationships inside of your life. Maybe it's a romantic relationship. Maybe you're somebody that this person has had to see be in a lot of toxic relationships. Maybe it's even just, you know, you never really had good friends, or you always had people kind of screw you over. This particular spirit seems very, they feel very responsible over your interpersonal relationships in some way. And so that's why this message is coming through, okay? Is that it? Okay, one card from over here. Okay, Star being healing codes, important information, wounds are healed, recharging. Okay, so in order to recharge, we have to take our energy back. They're trying to help you heal these wounds, and this is important information. Like I said in the very beginning, I felt that this was like a very urgent message that was coming through from this person. So you may even have a situation in your life right now where you've been feeling a little bit like you want to end that situation, or you want to end that connection, or you need to pull energy back. And so that's one of the reasons why this message may be coming through also, is to tell somebody some sort of confirmation. That might be why it's important information right now. Okay. And I am kind of feeling this essence from this spirit. It's like, you don't have to worry about me anymore. I'm this beautiful star being now. I'm here to guide you. So whoever's message this is really beautiful energy. And you have somebody here who's helping you from the other side. So I'm going to leave this here. And if this resonates with you, please hit that like button. Feel free to, oh, that's right, my comments are off. My comments are going to be off for a month, possibly 2 months. I do this about once a year, and usually I do it around January, but this time the spammers and scammers inside of my comment section hit a little bit later. They were trying to get money from a lot of people, and because I saw some of the comments, they're on older videos typically, because I saw some of the comments, they're pretty, a couple of them are really good. I was like, damn, I'd give this person money. I just wanted to turn them off, because what happens after a little while when they realize it's a channel they can't comment on, they move on and they create different accounts. And then that buys us about another year where I don't have to worry about them. So yeah, just in an attempt to keep the community safe, I'm going to have the comments off for a little while. But yeah, if this resonated with you, feel free to hit that like button, and until next time.